First halftime reaction of the season. And I'm not too surprised, man, by anything that I've seen. What's going on with you guys, man? You don't need to be more bullish. I'm both at Jason. Tyler, what's going on? I'm trying to think. Can't hear me. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Good. Here, let me mic check, mic check. Mic check. All right. Said I'm good. All right. Like I was saying, I think the game has gone pretty status quo. I would say nothing that surprised me so far. Let's just hit the talking points. Well, some nitpicks and then some things that I like. My nitpicks. Let's start with the negative. We'll finish on a positive. What was that? Mike? What are you doing? Why did we not kick a field goal when we scored the first time? What was that, Mike? I don't. I don't understand why we got cute. Like you thought we learned our lesson against Jacksonville State. Anybody want to try to defend that 2 point conversion play? I is in the grand scheme of things, like, is it a big deal? No, I don't think it's a big deal. Nobody's not going to lose the game because of it. But come on, man. Like, what was the need for that? What were you doing there? Okay, so that's my first nitpick. Second nitpick, injuries, man. Johnny Wilson went out with an injury. But I don't think any of these injuries are serious. I think guys are getting nicked up, and I think they're just decided, hey, we're not going to risk it. I know Darius Washington went out, and they moved Gibbons to center. Um, Again, I don't think any of these injuries are serious. I just think they're taking precautions, not bringing boys back out. Johnny Wilson was injured, but he was seen walking around back in the huddle and stuff. So you're not going to see too many of those guys. So injuries, man, we got to, as you know, Amarion Cooper is not playing tonight. I think they're just keeping him out as a precaution. I don't think it's anything serious, right? So injuries, man, injuries are still a nitpick. What else? What else? What else? Individual players. Why is Jerry and Jones still on my field, bro? Timmy, I'm sorry. You can defend Mr. Jerry and all you want, but I don't know how much of him you have to watch before you realize he is not a good football player, my man. He's not a good football player, my man. He's not at all a good football player. Greedy Vance doesn't look too hot either. Um, at this point, man, you better off playing the freshmen than guys like Greedy Vance and Jerry and Jones. Um, Gainer, man. They're trying to use Gainer in more traditional linebacking roles, man, and he's. I think Gainer's a specialist. I think Gainer's a edge specialist at best, man. He's not. To me, he's not a natural linebacker. He does not have the natural instincts to be an every down backer, man. Um, Again, we're just nitpicking, and then we'll get to the positives. On the offense, that first drop by Johnny had me aggravated, but he came back and had another. He caught a big pass later on. I can't really complain too much about the offense. I wanted to take a little bit more deep shots, but I understand getting in there, running the ball, and posing your will. Offensive line's dominating, so you should continue to do that. Obviously, we still aren't getting anything out of those tight ends, right? Still not getting anything out of the tight ends. Um, I think that might be it, man. I think that might be it for the negatives. I can't really see anything else on the negative sides that I think needs to be put out. Things basic, guys. Don't dig too deep into what you're watching. You're watching a basic vanilla offense and defense. They're not running anything exotic. They're not running any kind of it, it, blitz schemes or they're not doing anything, man. Everything's very basic. Everything very vanilla, the way it should be, and they're able to win their one-on-ones and do what they're supposed to do. So I wouldn't take too much from this game. I see people telling me, "Where's the sacks? Where's the sacks?" Look, man, they're rushing four. Okay, they're rushing four. If you go watch this thing, Coop's winning pretty much every rep up the middle. They are. Duquesne is smartly guiding the plays away from the middle of the defense because Robert Cooper is doing his thing up the middle. He can't be blocked. No, we don't quite have the sacks, but not too. I'm not really looking for it like that. What Duquesne's doing, they're avoiding the pass rush, if I can say. But everything's basic. Now to some positives. Trey Benson is nice, man. Trey Benson, I love him. Tough runner. But I'm gonna say this, and I said this before the season, and y'all tried to tell me Trey Benson was more talented. No, he's not. Trey Benson's a big guy. He's a strong runner. He's physical. He is not more talented than Trayshawn Ward. Y'all can stop it. You're watching a true running back at work. Like I was saying from the jump, Trayshawn Ward is the best back on your roster, and it's kind of not close. Toafili is behind him, though. Okay, you look at some of these moves Toafili's making out there, and his vision and his cuts is right there. Okay, Benson has a lot to work on. What Benson has is he has size, he has strength, he has athletic ability. Benson's problem, he has zero patience. He just gets the ball and he just runs. He doesn't let his block set up, he doesn't let his blocks develop. That's why sometimes it looks like the offensive line isn't blocking too well for Benson. But that's because Benson doesn't let the play develop. He just grabs and goes. And because he's so big and strong, he's able to break 5, 6 tackles, look like a beast. Nothing wrong with it, but Benson will be so much better if he had Trayshawn Ward's abilities. And he doesn't. And it's okay. Like I said, Ward is by far your best back. Well, I won't say by far because I don't think Toafili's too far behind him. I think it's Ward, Toafili, and then Benson. But Benson brings a great dynamic to that backfield. Okay? He brings a great dynamic to that backfield. Offensive line has looked absolutely legit, like it should against Duquesne. Again, it's Duquesne. We're not going to pretend like we're dominating LSU. Um, but the O line's looking. They're and if you didn't notice, they started playing a lot of their second guys in that second quarter. So they're rotating a lot of guys on the O line, and they're holding up, man. And they're playing well. So O line's looking good. D line again in the middle is about as good as we thought it was. The edge to some people may be leaving some little to desire, but I told you guys, it's gonna take a while for Verse to get in the swing of things, man. Verse has to get in the swing of things. He's not Jermaine. I don't care what people tell you. He ain't Jermaine. Um, he's just gonna take a little bit of time to get into things. Um, what happened with the ACC network? Don't tell me they cut the game off and they're putting on the. Let me guess. They're putting on the North Carolina game. Everybody's saying what the F ACC network. I'm gonna still be able to watch it. I'm gonna just go to the ESPN app. That's just me though. Is the game back on? It's on ESPNU. Now, y'all know how we do, man. Let me know when the game comes back on. Well, again, I think the middle of the D line is exactly what we thought it was. I don't think our edge guys are just there yet. Again, don't take too much, guys. This is a basic game. They're playing basic vanilla schemes on both sides of the ball, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. Patrick Payton has made his presence felt, which is good to see. Again, man, just relax. I'm gonna get back here and watch the rest of this game. But ultimately, you know, nothing to be super hyped about, nothing to be down about, in my opinion. I think Travis has actually looked very good and has commanded the offense very well. So, but let me get out of here, man. Get back here and watch this game. Let me see if I can get it on the right channel though, because of course AC Network's gonna screw Florida State. Someone said ESPNU. Okay, so I'll go get that. I'm gonna go put the game on, guys, and of course we'll see you after the game.